Hi, so in this video I would like to share with you what I usually do when the pandas is not working for reading the files, the CSV files or other files that we want to read. I'm trying to build a model, the bigger project, and I'm preparing the market data for this project, like a test marketing data. One of the marketing data that I need is actually the term structure, the spot term structure, or the nominal yield curve, the spot nominal yield curve. So I just went to Federal Reserve .gov and downloaded explicitly this CSV file, and I would like to use it. So I just put it randomly in this folder and I'm trying to read it. So this is how I do it. So first I imported OS and I just named a file to read the SOS path. Wait, join OS get the current working directory. I think every time when I try to record, I'm not so sure why it is getting extremely slow, but previously it was faster. Okay, and just basically connect both the current folder path and the name of the file together, right? And then I just import pandas and thought it would just work like that, but it did not. Sorry, it should not be like this. It should be file to read, and then it gives me error. So what does this error say? It says like error tokenizing the data. C error expected 3 fields in line 10 but saw 100. So what it means? So it says like in the beginning they thought like there were only 3 columns, but when they run until the 10th rows, and they see that actually it's not 10 columns, it's like 100 columns. So it's a bit weird. The common issue can be of two. First of all, there could be some descriptions in the beginning, and that confused the pandas to read it properly, or it could be because of the delimiters. So instead of comma, which is mostly by default, it could be space, it could be semicolon, etc. So what is exactly going on? I think apart from reading from pandas, we should also learn the very Pythonic way. It's like they have this embedded CSV module where actually we can utilize and try to check. So the first thing I want to check is maybe I want to see the beginning of this entire CSV file to see what exactly is going on. So I would import CSV and I would open this file to read. With open file to read, and what I will need is that I will just specify the encoding, which should work for everything. I mean, in the beginning of, I don't know, 10 years ago or 15 years ago, may not work properly for because sometimes when it, for example, if it's Chinese, if it's something else, the UTF-8 encoding is not always working. But now it's like universal. But just to be clear, that I will just specify that encoding will be UTF-8. And if there's errors, please ignore and just return with some weird value showing that it's not decodable. So I say I will just open this. So this entire file now becomes an object which is named as F, and I want it to read a sample of it. Let's say read the first 500 characters of this entire file, and just print sample exactly. And let's have a look. Okay, so indeed you will see that it is maybe because of this part, like there's a lot of descriptions at the header, and it actually confused the pandas, like saying, and he thinks maybe, okay, this is actually the yeah, it confused the pandas. But 500 is not enough because until now we don't see actually any data. So what I'll do is that I'll read, instead of 500, I'll read 1,000. But so I can see that it's something popping up. Like this looks like, for me, like some columns. but there's no data. So let's read it maybe a bit more. Let's say 2000. Okay, so now finally we see the data. So we see that, okay, this is the date column where that gives us the date. Maybe it's not that clear. Maybe we can put it 3000 so we can see a bit more. So there's the date column. There's this beta 0, beta 1, beta 2. And this is the exactly columns that we want. I can quickly explain what is going on here. So basically, the federal curve is actually built up using some model called SWAN model. SWAN model which requires beta 0, beta 1, and beta 2, and beta 3, and also some other factors like tau 1 and tau 2. To build this model. So basically, it actually tries to give the model both short-term, mid-term, and long-term flavor, and also with something to smooth the curve. But what is exactly the output is this that begins with SVN1F01, which means like the spot yield. Yeah, so it means like in 1 year, what's the rate, and in 4 years, 9 years, so from here, sorry. So in 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, blah, 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 until 25 years, I think. Yeah. So basically, this is the data we need. And so how we are going to to specify. But the thing is, there are so many descriptions in the beginning, so maybe we want to identify the exact starting from when it is giving us the real data we need. So I mean, it is of course we can count, right? 1 0 1 2 3 4 5, but how to do it more smart, in a smarter way, like in a coding way. So again, we will use this CSV module. So we would say that with open file to read still as what it was, encoding, coding. Okay, it's giving me this code. Nice. Oh no, it's reading too much. UTF-8, and if there's errors, also please ignore. Why it is reading so many things for us? Ignore SF. And what we'll do is that actually it's syncing the same as what I want to say. For enumerate. So what does this do is that it tells the system that I want to read. So this is now the entire file has become an object called named as F. And for this sentence, it's nothing but F read line. But it's like in iteration. So from I to the length of the file for each reading, right? So it's basically it is good because if f dot read lines, if the file is very big, then sometimes the system can collapse. But if we have like for I and for I comma line in enumerate F, it's like they're reading step by step until you want them to break, which actually adds, is more efficient, and it also will work. And I will say that if line starts with, actually it's thinking the same as I do, because I can see that the beginning of the data we want is actually from the date column. It's probably because I already wrote another version here, so it's just reading what I was reading. It just took what I used to build as a consideration. If it starts with date, like the first column name, then I would like to know what is the row number. And I just want to also double check if this line is indeed the line I want to know. And also I want to double check. I mean, it's already very clear, obvious, like the limiter is comma here as is desired. But just for future reference, we can always add something to help us to detect what exactly is the limiter. And by doing it, we can use the sniffer. It's like, the detective agents, those kind of dramas. when you have the dog to sniff on the ground of some criminal scene. It's exactly the sniffer, CSV dot sniffer, and use the sniff function to sniff this line and print out the exact delimiter result that we want. And because we're only interested till the point when they gives us the actual data, so we can add like something like break here, and it tells us, okay, so please, so it tells us that starting from row 9, they're actually the real data, and the limiter is comma. So now we can safely do something like market data. Actually, how should I call it? I would call it spot term structure, or maybe let's say just randomly name it as df. We will name this file as df for this moment, file to read. And delimiter given is already comma, so we don't need to keep on this, but we actually, what is really needed here is to tell the pandas that we need to skip rows, right? 9, which is 9. And let's see if it will work. Okay, so let's print maybe the first 5 rows to see. Exactly, now the data is perfect. As I only need the spot term structure, so what I really need is this one, tell the last line of this entire data structure. So later I can just save it properly as the new CSV file in use, and later I can use it in the modeling. Cool, so that's all for this demo.